Pistachios are one of the most beloved nuts in the world, known for their unique flavor, vibrant green color, and numerous health benefits. But have you ever stopped to wonder how these tiny, delicious nuts make their way from the tree to your snack bowl? The journey of pistachios from orchard to table is a fascinating process that involves advanced technology, meticulous planning, and a deep understanding of agriculture. In this video, we'll take an in-depth look at how billions of pistachios are harvested every year, revealing the incredible efforts behind this global industry. The pistachio tree, a marvel of nature. Before diving into the harvesting process, it's important to understand the pistachio tree itself. Pistachio trees, Pistacia virae, are hardy, drought-resistant plants that thrive in hot, dry climates. They are native to the Middle East but are now grown in many parts of the world, including the United States, Iran, Turkey, and China. California in particular is the largest producer of pistachios in the U.S., accounting for nearly 99% of the country's production. Pistachio trees are dioecious, meaning they have separate male and female trees. Only the female trees produce nuts, but they require pollen from male trees to do so. This means that orchards must be carefully planned, with a ratio of about 1 male tree for every 10 to 15 female trees to ensure proper pollination. The trees take several years to mature and begin producing nuts. It can take up to 7 to 10 years for a pistachio tree to reach full production, but once it does, it can continue to produce nuts for decades. A mature tree can yield anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds of pistachios per year, depending on the variety and growing conditions. The harvesting process, a delicate balance of timing and technology. Harvesting pistachios is a complex process that requires precise timing and advanced machinery. Unlike some other nuts, pistachios don't simply fall to the ground when they're ripe. Instead, they remain firmly attached to the tree until they're ready to be harvested. This means that growers must carefully monitor the nuts to determine the optimal time for harvest. Monitoring ripeness. The first step in the harvesting process is determining when the pistachios are ready to be picked. This is typically done by monitoring the hull, the outer layer that surrounds the shell. As the nuts ripen, the hull changes color from green to a reddish-yellow hue. Additionally, the hull begins to separate from the shell, creating a small gap known as the split. Growers also measure the moisture content of the nuts to ensure they're ready for harvest. If the moisture content is too high, the nuts may not store well and could develop mold. If it's too low, the nuts may become overly dry and lose their flavor. Mechanical shaking. Once the pistachios are deemed ready for harvest, the next step is to remove them from the tree. This is done using a machine called a shaker. The shaker clamps onto the trunk of the tree and vibrates it at a high frequency, causing the nuts to fall to the ground. This process is incredibly efficient and can harvest an entire tree in just a few minutes. However, it requires careful calibration to avoid damaging the tree or the nuts. The shaker must be adjusted based on the size and age of the tree, as well as the moisture content of the nuts. Catching the nuts. As the nuts fall from the tree, they are caught by a catching frame or conveyor belt that surrounds the base of the tree. This prevents the nuts from hitting the ground, which could cause them to become dirty or damaged. The catching frame also helps to collect the nuts in a central location, making it easier to transport them to the next stage of the process. Transporting to the processing facility. Once the nuts are collected, they are transported to a processing facility. This is typically done using large bins or trailers that can hold thousands of pounds of pistachios. The nuts must be transported quickly to prevent spoilage, especially in hot climates. After the pistachios are harvested, they undergo a series of processing steps to prepare them for consumption. These steps include hulling, drying, sorting, and packaging. The first step in the processing facility is to remove the hull from the nuts. This is done using a machine called a huller, which uses water and friction to separate the hull from the shell. The hulls are then discarded or used as compost, while the nuts move on to the next stage of processing. After hulling, the pistachios are dried to reduce their moisture content and prevent spoilage. This is typically done using large drying machines that blow hot air over the nuts. The drying process can take several hours, and the nuts must be carefully monitored to ensure they don't become too dry. Once the nuts are dried, they are sorted based on size, color, and quality. This is done using a combination of machines and human labor. The nuts are passed through a series of screens that separate them by size, and then they are inspected for defects such as cracks, discoloration, or insect damage. Some pistachios are roasted and flavored before being packaged. Roasting enhances the nut's natural flavor and gives it a satisfying crunch. The nuts can be roasted in oil or dry roasted depending on the desired outcome. After roasting, the nuts may be flavored with salt, spices, or other seasonings. Finally, the pistachios are packaged and prepared for distribution. They are typically packed in airtight bags or containers to preserve their freshness and flavor. The packaging may also include information about the nut's origin, nutritional content, and any certifications, such as organic or non-GMO. The pistachio industry is a major player in the global agricultural market. The United States is the second largest producer of pistachios in the world after Iran, and the industry generates billions of dollars in revenue each year. California's Central Valley is the epicenter of U.S. pistachio production. The demand for pistachios has been steadily increasing in recent years, driven by their reputation as a healthy snack. Pistachios are rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats, making them a popular choice for health-conscious consumers. They are also used in a variety of culinary applications, from desserts to savory dishes. However, the industry faces several challenges, including water scarcity, climate change, and pests. Pistachio trees require a significant amount of water, and droughts can have a major impact on production. Additionally, pests such as the navel orangworm can damage the nuts and reduce yields. As the demand for pistachios continues to grow, so does the need for sustainable farming practices. Many pistachio growers are adopting innovative techniques to reduce their environmental impact and ensure the long-term viability of their orchards. Water is a precious resource, especially in arid regions where pistachios are grown. Many growers are investing in drip irrigation systems, which deliver water directly to the roots of the trees, minimizing waste. Some are also using soil moisture sensors and weather data to optimize their irrigation schedules. To combat pests without relying on harmful chemicals, many growers are adopting integrated pest management (IPM) strategies. This involves using natural predators, pheromone traps, and other non-toxic methods to control pest populations. Some pistachio processing facilities are transitioning to renewable energy sources, such as solar power, to reduce their carbon footprint. This not only benefits the environment but also helps to lower operating costs. The pistachio industry generates a significant amount of byproducts, such as hulls and shells. Many growers are finding ways to repurpose these materials, using them as compost, animal feed, or even biofuel. As technology continues to advance, the pistachio industry is likely to see even more innovations in the coming years. Researchers are exploring new varieties of pistachio trees that are more resistant to pests and drought. Robotics and artificial intelligence are also being used to improve the efficiency of harvesting and processing. One exciting development is the use of drones to monitor orchards. Drones can provide detailed aerial images of the trees, allowing growers to identify issues such as water stress or pest infestations before they become major problems. This technology can help growers make more informed decisions and optimize their yields. The journey of a pistachio from tree to table is a remarkable process that involves careful planning, advanced technology, and a deep respect for nature. The next time you enjoy a handful of these delicious nuts, take a moment to appreciate the incredible effort that went into producing them. From the farmers who tend to the trees to the workers who process and package the nuts, the pistachio industry is a testament to human ingenuity and the power of collaboration. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.